Hi, this is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to be taking an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and we're going to turn it into a really cute mini book. So let's get started. I'm really loving this paper. Look at the pattern on this. So I want this to be my front cover and the back cover of my mini book. This is going to be what the inside looks like, but I'm probably going to end up covering up most of it. And this paper is from the Paper Pack Maxi. It's a signature paper, and this has 50 sheets, and it's from Color Box. So I always use this brand a lot of times when I'm creating some of my mini books or even my cards. And so what you're going to do, this is going to be pretty easy. And let me just show you just real quick what I have laid out on my table. I've got a bunch of scraps that I pulled together for decorating the mini book. So look at all that. I've got some stickers that I've got, some Dollar Tree stickers, mostly Dollar Tree. Actually, I think just about all of these are Dollar Tree stickers. Yep. I've got a few more laying off to the side. I got a bunch of sentiments here. And some other little pieces of cutouts that I've done from stamping. I like to have a lot of stamps that I can just kind of use to decorate. So I always have these on hand. I have little tiny scraps of paper as well. Got a whole bunch of markers sitting here too. And I've got some embellishments that I'm going to use something, one of these. Look at all of this. I'm going to use one of these to decorate my cover. So I'm just not sure yet. And then I've got more little tiny things in this bag. Just lots of little scraps. So I'm just going to be using whatever I have here in my craft room. Okay, so many of you may or may not know I've had this addiction with making mini books. And so I did the 12 by 12 mini book and showed you a couple of videos for those. I will go ahead and put the link in the description box below if you'd like to check those out. And I had done the 12 by 12 paper. So this one is the 8.5 by 11. And so let me show you how I would do this. I'm just going to turn this over and I'm just going to fold it like this. Fold it in half. And I'm just going to reach for my bone folder here. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to open it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half again, going in the other direction. Okay, get a good crease there. I'm going to fold it in half one more time. Okay, so now we're going to open that up. And so it should look like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this just up to this point right here. So this 1, 2, and 3. You don't want to cut this part right there. So I'm going to try to be right on that line when I'm cutting. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So let me just turn this over. And I want this to be my front cover, so I'm actually going to fold it this way. And then I'm going to fold it back this way. So I'm fan folding it basically. You see how that looks? And then I'm folding it this way. And then when I get to that top part, just continuing with the fan fold. Okay, so it looks like this. And so now you have your booklet. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to start gluing this together so it has a spine on it. Okay, so let me just make sure you can see this. So I'm just taking my art glitter glue. And I think my art glitter glue decided it wants to kind of dry up there. I've had it open for a while and I didn't put my pen in there. Just going to spread your glue out on the back part of that page. And I'm just trying to make this look as easy as possible. And I'm just going to fold that flap over like that. And so you just want to make sure you have this like that, because this is my cover right here. Okay, and then the other one now, so that's now we're starting our spine here. And you see how that's coming up a little bit? I'm just going to put some more glue in there. Yeah, and this art, I suggest using this art glitter glue because it really is good at making these books stick. And it's great for just paper crafting in general. Okay, so now I'm doing the other part here. Just going along forming my book. And make sure I'm close to the edge there. Okay, and this is not going to be as thick as the 3x3 mini book that I've made before. This is going to be you don't have as many pages to decorate on this one. So this is the front cover, 1, 2, and 3. And so this is where I'm gluing. I'm gluing everything to this, so we still have this part to glue right here. And then we have the back cover. Okay, and I'm just squeezing that real good. Okay, so now we have our book. Super easy. Okay. So now it's time to decorate the pages on the inside using all of the stickers and sentiments that we have. Okay, so this is, let's see what the measurements are just to make sure. This is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So what I need to do is I need to just find some papers that I think would look nice in here. Now if you want to leave this the way it is and just decorate it, you can. But I like to kind of decorate each page as some kind of artwork. So I'm going to be cutting down some of my papers. And these are like just random papers that I have in my stash that I like to use up. And I like that whole artsy effect when I'm doing this. If you want to keep it all one color or one theme, that's fine. I just like to do mine with these different effects. Each page is a piece of artwork. So I'm just pulling some of these out that would fit my pages. Okay, and I'm going to cut these down to size so that they can fit in my book. Okay, so here are the pieces to decorate the inside, and as you can see, these are just random pieces I took that I could cut down to size, and a good way to use your stash. So I'm going to do this first page right here, my inside page. I'm using my art glitter glue again. And I like to do the first page before I decorate the cover. It just gives it a certain sturdiness when you have that other piece of paper that you put in there. It's like my art glitter glue is running low here. That's all right because I have another bottle ready. So, okay, so I'm just kind of gluing this in making it nice and sturdy there. And so even if I made it just a slightly too big, because I can see it still sticking out on the side there, I can take my scissors and just cut that little tiny piece off. I love these cutter bee scissors. I can't talk to you enough about these scissors. I use them all the time, and they're great for projects like these. Okay, so you have your first cover in, and then you just keep going down the line till you have everything covered. Now, if you want to do matching papers on the page, if you have enough paper to do that, you can. Okay. And I'm going to have to load up my glue here. Yep. Let me go ahead and load up on my glue because I'm going to need lots of it. Okay, so I'm all loaded up on my glue now. Let's see, I think I'll put this one in here. And when you're doing these books, just to make it stress-free and let your creative energy flow, don't think about it too much. Just start gluing stuff in. Once you think about it, it just becomes seems to become difficult. Everything will fall into place. You just have to trust. All right, so we got that in there. All right, there we go. Let's go on to the next page. And so this is basically what you're going to do. You'll need 8 of these to decorate all of your pages. That's if you want to cover them, but it's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and decorate the rest, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Each page, and you can use this as a little writing journal if you want. Give it away as some type of journal or sentiment. And so I am going to go ahead and start decorating that front. And so I have several of these tags that I made, and I thought it would be nice to use some of the tags to decorate the front. See, like that? Just glue it right on. I kind of like that because it's not like, it doesn't match. I know that people like to match everything, but for some reason, when it doesn't match, I love it. So you just have to go with whatever suits you or catches your eye. These won't fit on here. These are some sentiments I made. I wish they would have just really fit right on there, but that's okay. This is the tissue box ones that I had done. Actually using the tissue. I used the tissue to decorate this. So that looks pretty cute too. Oh, I'm really loving this. I like that one, but I really like this one right here because it has a lot of color in it. And to me, it'll just make it even more unique. Okay, so I'm going with this one. This one would have worked, but I think it just blends in too much for me. So I like really bright, artsy stuff. Okay. So all I'm going to do is, when I made these originally, earlier this year, all I did was I covered the back of it because I wasn't sure if I was going to use it as a gift tag, but it works well on here, so I'm going to just put it right on here. Yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm just going to glue it right on. See how you can use your gift tags to embellish your mini books. And I probably could hot glue it also. So I'm going to give this just a little bit to dry. You see how cute that looks? Because I want my book to open like this. I'm really loving that. I'm going to just give this a moment to dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to decorate the outside of this. Okay, so that's on there really good. And I'm going to just go around here. I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a border here. And if you want, you can take your distress ink and just kind of distress the outside of your pages. I've seen a lot of people do that before too. But I like stuff that has this black border for some reason around it. Just makes it stand out a little bit more. But you can do anything you want with your mini book. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I made my line just a little bit thicker, just to give it a little bit more and make it look more like a book. And you can do that to all of your pages. Like with this one, I'm going to take my marker and just do a little bit of a stitching, a thicker stitching. Just to show you how it looks there. And then I'm just going to start putting things in. I like this because it says laugh. And laughter is good for the heart. So when you're doing this, don't think about it. Just start putting stuff in. Okay, let's see, I have something that has some lines on it. In case I want to put a label in there. Let's see what we have here. So you might want to have a label to, from. You can write in it to someone. Let's see. Cut this down. And decorating the inside is the fun part. All right, so you're making a little space in there for if you want to write your name in there or write something to the person, you can do that. Okay, and you can take your stickers now and start to decorate using your stickers. I like this. These are just Dollar Tree stickers. I mean, these always come in handy. So I'm just going with whatever catches my eye. And so if I want, I can decorate this, the inside. And this is just my Jelly Roll pen. And I'll list the things that I used from my stash. I mean, everybody's is going to be different because we all have different supplies. But some of you may have some markers, pencils, or what have you that you can use in your crafting. So I'll put below a few ideas of the things that I use. And this is just a great way to decorate the inside of your stuff here. So you're taking a plain piece of paper and you're just sprucing it up a little bit. Okay, so that's what I did to that one. Checking on my cover there. Okay, so you just have to let this dry just a tiny bit. So we're going to let that dry for a moment because I don't want to turn the page and then have it smear. Okay, I'm going to do my other page here. Let's see what we have. Oh, I've got these little things that I stamped out. So I'm just grabbing things and putting them in. Nothing has to match on these. Let's see. In some pages I go back and forth and then I'll do another page. These hearts from Dollar Tree. Put something a little bit more brighter in there. Let's see. This will work. That way it will stand out on my background there. See? And just go to the next page. Now some people use these and they put inspirational messages in there. They'll put lined paper in there so that it's just the person can just use it as a journal. So it's just up to you. So this one I'm going to just put little scalloped edges because I love doing those. Okay, so that's what I have on there. And see, just putting those edges on there really helps. So I just like the heavy black marker. Something about putting that heavy black marker to make the frame around it just brings it out even more, especially when you have a lighter color against this dark. Okay, so I'm going to start grabbing some more stuff here. See what we're going to do on this one. This pink. And this has a message on it. Thoughts of you always put a smile on my face. Just make someone a happy book, you know? Okay, let's put another heart over the hearts. Or actually, we could put some flowers. Let's put some flowers in there. Okay, so this is like those dimensional stickers. So when you put the dimensional stickers in there, your book tends to be a little bit thicker. I kind of like the bulkiness of it. Now I did put, on some of my other books, I did lay something on top of it so it'll lay flat. And it worked out just fine. So I kind of like the chunkiness of these books too, though. All right, so we got this here. And let's go ahead and put in think this will work in here. So I hope y'all are still sticking with me here. I'm just working my way through the pages, using my scraps up, making something wonderful from my scraps. And I'm not thinking about it. I'm just letting it flow. Now, look how cute that is. I love that. And the nice thing is you can go back and forth and put more stuff in there. Oh, I like this one. This one says encourage. I love that one. Because we all need a little bit of encouragement. Okay, and I think a heavy black line will look nice on this. Just to make it stand out. And then I'm going to put some stitching around it. If you want a weekend project, then mini books are the thing. Let's see. I kind of like the way this one looks. It's kind of got a peach color to it. You can't beat this. I mean, for $1. And there's still a little bit of space to write something in there. Encourage. I like that. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, we're almost to the end already. Okay. And my table is overloaded with stuff, so I'm just kind of moving stuff over a little bit. Okay, so I got my apples. And I have this too. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to grab my scalloped scissors. Alrighty. This way. Make a little outline on that. And that needs to stand out just a little bit more. Now I'm going to glue this on though. You make life sweet. And I'm going to put the apples on there too. I'm just taking y'all through the whole process. I was just going to do a few pages, but just got caught up doing this. That just going to keep going. Just a little bit of color on that. Since we got red apples. So I'm just going to outline this just a little bit. Just like that. Isn't that so cute? So I'm just basically making my sign stand out. And all of this stuff was from scraps. I just took whatever little scraps I could find and just stamped on them. So I find myself keeping just about everything on here. Okay, let's get some red in here. Just coloring in a few of the squares on here. Just randomly giving it pops of red. And so I'm just making this up as I go, but I'm just having fun. Okay, look how cute that is. Just adding those pops of red in there. Just kind of ties it all in. Okay, moving on to the next page. Oh, you know what? I've got this paper right here. And this is those stickers. See how I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this off here. And can you believe it? These are actually stickers. And they've got sparkly stuff on them too. Let's see, I'm going to cover that up right there. I'm really liking this. I'm going to cut that away. This is where those scissors, these little scissors come in handy for this. I'm just going to stick this right back on there. I love that. I might as well go ahead and do this one. I'm going to put something in here. I'm going to put that hugs in there. Cut that a little bit shorter. I can do this like all day. This is so much fun. Okay. And let's give it a few dots so that it doesn't look so plain. You could always spruce up your paper a little bit. I'll put a hugs right there. And then right here I'm going to put my friend. Hugs, my friend. Before I do that, I want to have something to spruce it up a little bit. My sister, I gave her one of my books and she said she keeps it at her desk at work. She said because it makes her happy. So you just never know what these little books will do for someone's day, to make their day better. And let's see. I love the way this looks. This is so pretty. And I like the way this looks. And I'm going to put that right here. The butterfly. Yeah, these Dollar Tree stickers, I always have to have these in my stash because they're just so pretty. And I think I need to do some stitching over here too. And I am loving that. Now let's see if I can make some squiggly lines on here. And there's no boundaries with these books. You can just do whatever you want to do. It's just up to you. Depends on how creative you want to be. Just start getting stuff and just gluing it in. Okay, and I could always go back and put more stuff in. Just keep putting more things in here. Let's see, my white pen on here. And I'll show you the other book that I did that's similar to this, using that 8.5 by 11 paper. And I do find myself going back again and putting in more stuff. So these can be quite addicting to make. Let it dry a little bit. All right. See if there's anything else I want to add in here. think this is going to work for now. Who knows what tomorrow will bring though. Okay, and this is the back. Now the back cover, I could also put something on the back if I want to. But I think what I'm going to do to the back is just kind of use my Sharpie, because I did it to the front, and just put just a little bit, just a tiny bit of an outline on here. So I will be sure to list everything that I used below, and I will also make sure that I put a link to the other mini book. It's a 3x3. Aren't these the cutest things? So all those embellishments that you have that would fit into this particular book, now is when you can use those things. All of your little stamping, you can use those as well. I really love the way this turned out. I'm so glad y'all came on this journey with me again. And just always trying to do something new. Here's the other one that I made that kind of opens up this way. I did show this in another video, but you can use it either way. You can have it as a booklet coming open this way, horizontally, actually vertically, or horizontal. So this one I just kind of kept it a little bit plainer than the others, but I am loving it. And of course, I've still got a lot of stash to use, so you never run out of stash. This is a great economical project. Pull out all those 8.5 by 11 papers and get to making those mini books. Now, if you make the mini books or any of your projects and you want to share them with me, go to my GiftBasketAppeal Facebook page and post your pictures there. A lot of you have been posting pictures, and I love seeing your artwork. It really inspires me. So I hope this inspired you. And if you want to join our crafty family, please do so. And also give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.